Sicherheitstruppe. Nein, wir beginnen gerade eine Sicherheitsaktualisierung. Wird Sie später anrufen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Commencing security sweep 121 at 1500 hours. Zone A, sectors 1 through 6.
AV confirmed online for all cameras.
Punch it in.
Sector 1.
Sektor 1.
Status normal.
Status normal.
Steady traffic flow.
Sector 2.
Sektor 2.
Status normal.
Status normal.
Stop. Zoom in. No. Camera 4. Camera 4. Pan left. 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 Close in. There. Acquire status.
Unknown, sir.
Zoom in.
Increasing resolution.
Stand by. We have a problem.
Cut that chatter. Give me more audio. Track it. Track it. It's heading for Sector 5. Alert all sectors. Scramble XCOM crash.
It's away.
Feeding all cameras. Come on. Come on.
Security. Emergency. Stand by all combat units. I repeat, this is not a drill. Emergency. Stand by all combat units.
Hello and welcome to the very first video of my new YouTube channel. We're going to be playing a little bit of XCOM Apocalypse on this playthrough, and this is what I would consider the unloved stepchild of the original series because it often gets overlooked. XCOM 1, the original XCOM UFO Enemy Unknown, that gets all of the love, and rightly so. It's a brilliant game. Terror of the Deep, basically being a clone of the original, gets a lot of love as well, although it's significantly harder than the original. And XCOM XCOM Apocalypse kind of gets just left, treated as some weird abomination that doesn't quite fit in with the XCOM vibes. But truth of the matter is, it's actually, at least in my opinion, the most enjoyable game out of the three. There's a number of reasons for that. It's got quirky economics. The gameplay, it does have a real-time mode, although I'm not going to be touching that during the combat. And I think the strangest departure from the original is actually that you're not saving Earth anymore, you're saving just a city, so the scale's a lot smaller. But that kind of trades in this sort of macro gameplay for something that's a little bit more intimate and has a little bit more personality. But we'll get into that throughout the game, and hopefully that'll come across during the game. Now, we are going to be playing this on Superhuman difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty. A, because I am in fact a superhuman, and B, because this game is actually not that difficult. It's not as punishing as the original XCOM. You are less likely to get completely one-shotted, although it does still happen, particularly later on in the game. But in general, it's a little bit more forgiving. So anyway, I've rambled on enough. Let's jump into the game. And right off, you can see that this is the cityscape. So we don't have a geoscape. And we are actually going to re-roll because we started in one of the slums. Now, in this game, on XCOM Apocalypse, your base is actually a building within a city. And on this particular instance, we've spawned right into some slums, which is pretty much the worst thing that you can ask for, because the buildings in this game are destructible. And the slums are extremely fragile. They are like paper. And what can happen is, let's say your spaceships are taking off, your ships are going off to fight the aliens, and a stray missile or whatever hits one of these slums, the building comes crashing down and completely demolishes your ships. That's one problem that can happen. And the other one, which is even worse, is that sometimes the building can just get completely and utterly, totally destroyed and wipe out all of your units. Now, I'm not an expert at this game, so I may have got the details of that wrong, but it's happened to me at least once before where my whole squad, not just my squad, but all my units, all my researchers, everything, I've just lost because of the slums. So anyway, we are going to abandon and restart the game. And what we're looking for is actually one of the warehouses. This one, this is brilliant. Let's jump in. Yeah, we're gonna roll with this. So this base is actually going to become our armory. And for now, this is fine. Everything here is fine. We don't need to do anything with this. I'm not going to reconfigure the base just yet. I'll do that a little bit later on. But we've got a few things that we need to do, first of all. So since this is the start of the game, the first thing that we need to do is sort our vehicles out. Because what happens periodically throughout this game is UFOs spawn in via these little dimension portals here. And I've just realised that that's right by our base, which hasn't happened for a while, and that actually that can be a little bit problematic at times, spawning that close to your base, because your ships don't even get a chance to take off before the UFOs start shooting at them. And so yeah, we might have to do something about that. Let's see where the rest of these portals are. The game always has 3 portals, 3 dimension portals, and that's where the alien ships periodically spawn in from. So you have these things that are called, well, they've not really got a name, but I'm just going to call them incursions, where the UFOs all attack the city at the same time. And you've basically got to scramble your aircraft to shoot the aircraft down, to stop them infesting buildings with aliens, and also so that you can salvage the alien technology from the UFOs, take it back to the base, research it, and build your own craft. Now, the UFO missions are actually my favourite. They're just fun. The reward is great. The levels are great. Yeah, it's all great. So we've got 2 of these dimension portals down in the bottom part of the city. I don't know where that's just gone. Right. There's 1. There's 2. And the third one is up by our base, but I'm just going to do a quick recce of the rest of the city to make sure I'm right there when I say that there's only ever 3. Yep, right, so we've got 3. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is sort out our aircraft, or our vehicles, should I say. We need to sort our vehicles out. Then we need to sort our squad out. We need to do some hiring and firing to make sure that we've got the best talent working in our labs and in our workshop. And finally, we need to configure the base and start making plans for our second base. So let's start with the vehicles first. So what we're going to do is, there's a little trick that you can do when you're playing this game. And I actually only just found out about this by reading the UFOpedia wiki. Somebody on there has left a guide, and I was reading through it the other day and came across this cool little hack. I'm going to show you now. They call it the Storm Dog Chop Shop. And what you do is you buy all the Storm Dogs that you can every week, and you actually strip them of all their parts, sell the parts back individually, then sell the Storm Dogs back, and you make profit. And it's not a small amount of profit, it's a significant amount of money. So you can see that we start the game here with $100,000, and after we spunk all of our money on these Storm Dogs, strip them, sell them, we're gonna be in the money, baby. So let's have a look at what that looks like. Let's order them. We're just gonna roll the clock forward a little bit so they all arrive at the base. Where are they? They usually come in a bit of a procession around here. There they are. Look at that. It's like a lowrider. Picture Dre bouncing up and down in one of them. Right, so now we go into our equipment screen, and we're only interested in the Storm Dogs for now because I just want to see how much money we actually do make from this. This is probably going to be actually funding our second base. I'm not sure if we're going to build that base just yet. Probably not. But let's strip all these bits. For anyone familiar with the XCOM series, or more specifically the new XCOM series, you know, XCOM UFO, Enemy Unknown, and XCOM 2, this is probably going to be alien to you, but there's a lot of micromanaging that goes on in these original games. Lots of clicking. Thankfully they ironed that out in the later series. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell all of the Storm Dogs back. So you can see we're actually at a loss, but we do have, you start the game with 1 Storm Dog. So we bought 6, so that means we had 7 in total. So I'm selling all 7 and we're still not making our money back. But when we go down to this part here, we sell all of this equipment back. We sell the engines, and I think that's all of it. Yes, it is. Look at that. We've made nearly $50,000 off that, and that's before we actually strip this thing, which we're not going to be using. I don't actually think you can take that out of there. So let's sell that, because the road vehicles on this game are poop. We're going to sell you. Sell you. Sell all of these ground launched missiles, not going to be using them, and sell the ground missile array. Okay, so we've got our pocket money now, 160 grand. That is a big boost to our economy to start with. So I was really pleased that I found that on the wiki. Props to whoever it was that wrote that article. Great little tip that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to buy some vehicles. Now, the best vehicles in this game, in the early game, are the hover bikes, because they are fast, they are cheap, and they are hard to hit. And they can actually take a hit. They can take 1 or 2 hits in the early games, so they're just great value for money. So we're going to buy 4 of them. We're going to equip them with lasers. So we'll buy 2 lasers. Let's get them to the base and then we'll go from there. And actually, whilst I'm here, I am going to hire and fire some staff. So let me have a look at my roster. So in this game, I have made the conscious choice to completely ignore psionics, because on all of my other playlists, on all of my other playthroughs, I don't really tend to use psionics all that much. And actually, the hybrids, who are people that have, for some reason, they have breeded with sectoids, so they've got really good psi skills, but they're a bit useless outside of that. And what tends to happen is you'll load them up with guns, and when you get them onto the battlescape, they just have no time units. They can't move, so they're a waste of space. So call me racist, whatever, I am not going to be using hybrids on this playthrough. I will be using what they called androids, and I'll probably be using them mostly just for base defense, although they are quite strong in the early game, but I'm just not going to bother. I'm just going to stick to my civvies, to my humanoids. Right, so we've got 3 more units there that we've hired. Don't care about the stats, not interested. I'm just going to hire them. We're going to want a big roster, so let's just pick up everyone we can, and we're going to hire this biochemist, 81, get rid of you, 62. So we're just upping our average skill a little bit. 86. So let's get rid of you, 65, and we'll pick you up. Okay, so we've hired 3 new units, so we need to get 3 new lots of armor, a few new weapons, but we also need to sort the gear on the rest of our squad out. And we're only going to be rolling with 2 guns on this playthrough in the early parts of the game. That is the machine gun and the autocannon, and then we're just going to be spamming grenades left, right and centre for the rest of it. So this might be a little bit tedious. If you are watching, you might want to skip ahead, but I'm just going to be unequipping all of these dudes, getting rid of all this equipment, purchasing new equipment, And the autocannon, on the autocannon, we're only going to be using the high explosives because they're great for clearing out the brain suckers. So let's just go through there. Not going to use you. Where are we? Right, high explosives, get that equipped, get rid of the smoke bombs. Again, unlike XCOM 1, you don't really need the smoke bombs on this game, so we're not going to bother with them. We're just going to sell them. These stun grenades, these are brilliant. These are probably one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. They get you out of many a tight spot. We are going to use a stun grapple, but there's no point in carrying them with us yet because we don't have the bio module. We're not going to use the whatever that's called, motion scanner, because even when I use it, I can't really tell what's going on. So most of this gear here is going to get sold. I'm going to buy a load more guns and some armor and get our squad kitted out. So let's go and do that now. So I'm going to buy all the grenades I can get, sell the smoke grenades, get rid of all of the law pistol stuff. We're going to buy all of the machine gun clips. We're going to buy, we'll just go for 5 for now, 5 more machine guns. We're going to pick up a couple of autocannons. Yeah, we'll buy 3. Sell the clips and buy all of the high explosive ones. Okay, buy all of them, that's all we're going to be rolling with. We'll keep the stun grapples, but I'm not going to equip them for now. Sell the mind bender, not going to use it. Sell the motion scanner, not going to use that. And we need 3 lots of armor and 3 more medikits. Not going to use the incendiary grenades. 1, 2, 3. Right, that should be us ready to go. So what we need to do now is fast forward until all that gear arrives at the base. And this is one of the things that I love about XCOM Apocalypse. It's you get to see like the city's alive. This is all the gear coming from the suppliers traveling to our base. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. We'll just wait a few minutes for these dudes to arrive at the base as well. Got anyone else arriving yet? Let's see, you're still en route. You're still en route, you're nearly there. You're not. Okay, so a few more minutes. Alright. That's our last soldier. Let's just make sure all of these dudes are training in the combat gym, whatever it's called, combat training. Let's go to the lab. So it's just this guy now. Just wait for this guy to arrive, or this girl. Andrea Schultz. Okay. And we can get everybody kitted out, ready to go. Let's get the biotransport module so that we can bring aliens, dead or alive, back from the battlefield. And we'll start the quantum research into the gate thingy bobbies. Right, we can actually get rid of the side gym. We're not going to use it. Let's get our final few guys equipped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everybody gets a medikit. You get a medikit. You get a medikit. You get a medikit. And is there anyone that's particularly strong? Right, these guys are fairly strong, so you guys can have auto cannons. Let's get you geared up. You can have an auto cannon. So this part is definitely a little bit tedious, but it's a small part of the game. It's a small price to pay. Okay, so we've got pretty much the same setup for everybody here. Nothing too fancy. You're also fairly strong. You can probably have another auto cannon as well, actually. we're going to be absolutely wrecking the city with our alien killing, our high explosive squads. You're quite strong. Oh no, you're not. You're quite strong. You can have the stun grapple. You can have some more ammo. Ooh, you're not very strong. You probably shouldn't have that. Right, you can have it. Let's take that off you. You can have a machine gun. The reason why I actually care about the strength is because if you've got somebody carrying heavy gear and they're not strong enough, they just tan through their for the time units. It just slows the whole squad down. It's pretty much the only stat that I actually pay any attention to, really. Definitely not the most optimal way to play the game, but it doesn't matter. Oh no, I'm one machine gun short. Right, let's go and buy that machine gun. I always like the idea of using the mega pistol, but the machine gun just seems superior to it in every way imaginable. Let's wait for that to arrive, then we will finish kitting our guys out. Alright, that's all our guys kitted out. Now we can kit the hover bikes out. So I actually did a test playthrough earlier. One of the things that I played around with was the idea of giving the hover bikes missiles. It actually worked a little bit too well because they were actually blowing up UFOs completely, which is not what we want. We want to down the UFOs so that we can pick them up and research them, but we don't want to like completely destroy them. So that's what was happening. That was a bit of a problem. I might actually, do you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I think I'm going to buy a couple of hover cars and I'm going to equip them with 2 lasers to start with, because I just want to shoot some UFOs down without destroying them. Which one was it? So let's buy 2 of them. That's not good enough. We need more than that. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine because the 2 new hover cars that we've purchased will have missiles, so they can just go off and destroy, completely wipe something out. Let's name these so I know what I'm dealing with. Laser car. Pew pew. Laser car 2. Cool. All right. We've got a load of hover bikes equipped with mini lasers. These cars here will soon be equipped with mini lasers. These will have missiles. You don't need missiles. You can have that. Let's wait for these last cars to arrive. We'll kit everything out and then do the base, and then we can start the game proper. Okay, cool. Right, where are we? Here we go. So I've never actually tried this before. I've got a feeling that it's gonna work okay for the first, to get the first few UFOs down, but on the second week when the more armoured UFOs start showing up, I think we're gonna have to switch to missiles. So I will actually give this one double rockets, and they can just be responsible for mopping up some of the UFOs that we're not really interested in picking up, if that makes sense. Right, let's sell the last few bits that we're not going to need here. We don't need you. Wait. Am I missing something here? to... Oh, I didn't think that through. That's fine. I think we'll keep hold of them small lasers because we're going to need them in the future. And I don't want that stock to run out, so we'll just sell a big laser. We're going to sell all of these cannons, all of the rounds, and we're going to buy all of these missiles. And we are still up on the money that we had at the start of the game. So that's pretty good if you ask me. Right, so now let's think about our base. Got a bit of a irritating problem here. And this is me being OCD, but what happens when occasionally the aliens will launch a base attack, launch an assault on your base, like they do in all of the XCOM games, and in this game they spawn in your access lift. I can't remember perfectly, but I think they may also spawn in the vehicle repair bay as well, but I know 100% they spawn in the access lift. So what you want to do ideally is ensure that your base's access lift is covered in security stations, because they're quite OP. They can pretty much just deal with most of the threat of the aliens, and then your units can just come in and mop the rest up. Now on this base here, we've got 2 buildings next to our access lift which are really expensive to replace. But that's not going to be a problem, come to think of it, because what I was planning to do is buy a second base, which would be the R&D base, and build the advanced labs. So, for those that don't know, on this game, you start off with these labs. You've got biochemistry and quantum physics labs. The quantum physics labs is for your spaceships and for your guns and soldier equipment. The biochemistry lab is where you research the aliens, and you can also research these really overpowered items called toxic guns. They are brilliant, but the labs, these small labs, only get you so far. They're pretty much just for the early game. All of the meatier, the meaningful research requires an advanced lab. And advanced labs are 4x4 squares. So you need to have, well, you don't need to have, but we obviously do. We need to have a secondary base because we don't have enough space in this one to build the advanced labs. So my plan is to rush the advanced labs and get them online ASAP, so that we get a bit of a science boost. And then we will be able to destroy these bases, and we will have a third base which will just be for manufacturing. I might also put a vehicle repair bay in there as well, I'm not sure yet. But the engineering base will have, again, just like the labs, the engineering also has the advanced engineering one, which takes up 4 space. So the engineering base will have 2 of the advanced workshops, and possibly 2 of the small workshops as well, because the economy on this game, it's quite easy to cheese. The things that you manufacture in this game are worth a hell of a lot of money, but we'll be picking up loads of gear anyway, so we're not going to be reliant on that. But anyway, strategy is rush base to the R&D base, get some advanced labs set up, then we can transfer the geezers from this base over to that base. How long does this take to build? I'm really tempted to get it up and running now. So, as I mentioned, on this game, all of the buildings, all of your bases are in buildings. And if we go to build new base, you can see which bases we've got. Now this one up here on paper looks great because it looks like you've got loads of room, but obviously you've got to defend 4 sides of this access lift, and it's very expensive. There's a very expensive base. And the other thing is that even though this base is massive, you don't really want to have one base to rule them all, one base that's doing everything. It's better to have specialized bases so that you don't have to fill up all the space. And the things that you're looking out for when you're choosing a base is you want it to be easily defendable and cheap. And this base here ticks both of those boxes, because you can put security stations here and here, and you can even go all out and have 4 security stations, which would basically mean that nobody's getting into that base. You know what I mean? And then you've got all of this space down here and up here to put your buildings in. And actually that's what we're going to do. This is going to be the second base that we buy. We're going to turn this into the R&D base. We're going to have our labs up here and our support buildings down here, like the living quarters and the general storage and stuff like that. We'll probably have a handful of soldiers in here, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, just in case, you know, they're on hand, just in case we get invaded. But other than that, it's going to be full of scientists. So we'll have 20 scientists and then a handful of soldiers. It's going to be a basic base, but it's going to be important for us. This building over here is also a good option because it's easy to defend. So this could be a good base for, what do you call it? This could be a good base for engineering, and that is actually what we're going to use this building for. We're going to have an advanced lab up here, an advanced workshop here, advanced workshop here, possibly 1 or 2 small workshops, I'm not sure yet, but this base is just going to be producing stuff. One of the advanced workshops will be producing stuff for us to sell, the other one will be producing stuff for us to use, like crafts. So that's kind of the game plan. I'm not sure whether we're going to need another base. I don't think we will. I'm quite happy to keep this base, our main base, as our sort of armory. I can't remember whether you can be invaded through the vehicle repair bay. But having said that, it's not too much of a problem for us anyway, because this base is going to be full. The only people that are going to be in this base are going to be 5 engineers and then all of our soldiers. So we should be okay to deal with whatever comes our way at this base. So I'm not too worried about that. Anyway, for now, there are a few things that we need to do. We're going to have a lot of soldiers in this base who need to train. So we need some training. We need another training area. We're already over our limit. You can see it's at 130% usage. So we're going to pop another training area down. We also need some more living quarters. So let's get 1 there. How many have we got so far? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'll do for now. I don't think we need to build anything else just yet. How are we looking for storage? We've got loads of room in our storage. Okay. Do I want to immediately build a second base? I don't think I do, because it costs us money. And we don't need to be spending that money just yet. We could probably spin that second base up rapid when we need to. What we do need to do though is move our ships about. So I'm going to leave 2 hover bikes and a hover car here at our home base, and then everything else I'm going to move it. I kind of feel like one of these buildings here. So that when things come in through these dimension portals, we are right there. I don't want to do it too close because, as I mentioned earlier, we can get shot down quite easily. So, do I go here? I mean, we've still got quite far to go to get to these then. Yeah, let's do that. We can see how it goes after the first day. If it's not the right place, we can change it. One more thing, I am not going to be save-scumming on this campaign, but this game does crash a lot, so I'm going to be saving a lot. Okay. I think that's us set. I think we're ready to go. We're probably going to get our first mission soon. Here we go. That's fine, right? Let's go. You can miss out on this mission, but everybody else is going. Have you got somebody on you? No? Why? Where are you going? Go back to base, please. So, our Valkyrie is not going to be doing any fighting in this game. It is purely our transport. One thing worth talking about now is the difference between, probably the biggest difference between the original XCOM and XCOM Apocalypse is the fact that you can do the tactical missions in real time. So it's not turn-based, it's real time. It's quite fun, actually. It's a really fun way to play the game, but we're not going to be doing that on this playthrough because it's a bit riskier. We're going to stick to turn-based. So here's our squad. We're going to divvy the team up into squads, and I just want to try and make sure that every squad has one auto cannon, which we do. So one there, one there, and one there. With that, we're ready to rock. Let's roll, baby. The thing that you're going to see me do at the start of every mission is set this to auto shoot. Can we do all of them at once? No, we cannot. Right, so we're going to set auto shoot, set to aggressive, and we're going to run. Like so. We're going to save the game because I do not trust this game. It is buggy as hell. And it looks like we're on some kind of slum. Yeah, I think we're on a slum map. If I recall correctly, I think everything on this map is inside here. So, let's go. You have a look around there, you have a look that way, and you can just go in the middle. I might actually... I don't think there's anything on the outside of this map, so I think all of our squads might go. Maybe I'll just take you guys down here, you guys can just check out what's... Yeah, that was a good idea. And you guys are going to be coming in here as well. Where are you going? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Brain sucker. Now, we are not going to be able to hit that at all. Even though we've got all the time units for it. We just need to hope that one of our one of our auto cannons can squish it. You shouldn't have stood there, bro. And that also tells me that our anthropod is probably going to be in here as well. Anthropod's the alien that carries the gun that shoots the pods for these. These are the most annoying unit on the game. These and poppers. These run at your men. Oh, there's two. These just run at you guys, and if they get to you guys, you've pretty much just lost your guy. Because what they do is they jump on his face, suck his face, and mind control him. So not only do you lose a unit permanently, but he also becomes an enemy. And we are going to be here for a while, I think. Come on, auto cannon, you can do it. Come on, baby. Somebody hit him with an autocannon. Put me out of my misery. Hey, where are you shooting, man? You're all the way over here. Yeah, that's the one. One down. Oof. Come on, baby, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. If we lose a unit, oh, thank God for that. I would have been so pissed off if we'd have lost a unit on the first mission to a bloody face sucker that's run half the map. I think we'll be alright here, though. And there's likely going to be just one anthropod in there with 0 things that it can do to us anymore because it's shot all of its suckers at us. I'm gonna be a little bit silly here and just quite confidently walk up. But you guys can come and check around this corner here, just put your heads around. Make sure there's nothing sneaking up from the flank. And I'm actually gonna bring you guys over here. Do. Oh, there he is. Come on then, brah. Let's see what you got. I don't think there's anything that they can do there. And I'm quite confident that that's going to be the only one on this mission. So this lucky dude here, you're Sigourney Bradley, you're probably going to get to be the hero. Woo! Right, that was a nice easy mission. Oh, I even got promoted. Winner, winner. Okay. Let's head back to base. And there's nothing really for us to do now, but what we're going to do is fast forward time because we will have our first alien incursion later on in the day. Here we go. Right, so where has it spawned? Right. As I mentioned earlier, we definitely want to be capturing these alive, so to speak. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send a hover bike and we're going to make them aggressive and they're going to fly high. You are the one near our base, aren't you? That's moved. Moved away from our base a little bit. So that's interesting. The portals must move. I've never noticed that before. Anyway. You guys can go and deal with that. You, even though I just read you can deal with that. And who have I not sent out yet? You've not been sent out. So you can go after that one. And you can go and destroy that one. So I want a testicle, one of these little bollock things. I want one of these, and I want one of these. Everything else can get destroyed. And the other thing is as well, we need to keep an eye on these to see what buildings they beam into. It's these ones that look like little, I don't even know what they look like, sweets or something. These are the ones that beam into the buildings. Oh man, we are doing some damage to these already. Okay, lightly damaged, you can deal with that hover bike. So there's one, you see that there? That means that they're trying to infest that building. But if we blow it up before it finishes, right, we did not. Right, let's send some of these hover bikes back. You can go to base. Let's send the Valkyrie to this building. I'm going for as close to 0% infestation on this run as possible. So anytime that we see a building get infested, we need to be on it like white on rice. Clear out the infestation and then move on to the next building. Right, so we've got one down, we've got a bollock down, great. We've got a cake down, if we can keep that down, that would be perfect. Oh, this is wonderful. Look at this, yes, right. Everybody get back to base. Have we got one of each? We've got one of each. We've got two of each. Oh, brilliant. That is brilliant. I couldn't have asked for a better start there. Right. Now we need to clear this building out. I'm just going to say, no, do not quit. Do not quit. Free fight, just in case the game crashes. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get many missions today because we managed to snuff out all of that, all of them UFOs before they got to infest any of the buildings. So we'll clean this out, then we'll pick all the UFOs up, and then, I mean, that's pretty much like the perfect day, really. Just need to make sure that we don't get any silly injuries or anything on this mission now. So we're in the slums again. We've got a pretty good spread to start with here, so maybe we'll just travel up in our little squaddies, and I bet the aliens are up there. I bet that's where they are. Right. Let's see. You guys, come over here. That'll do. Alright, you guys can maybe actually come up here and support these dudes. Just make sure you've got some time units available. Okay. You guys are gonna come through the middle. Don't want to take the high ground. Normally I would, but I'm not gonna. Oh, there we go. Right. We're at the races. Okay, so we've got a multi-worm, or a hyper-worm, and a spitter. Have we got an autocannon here? We do. Excellent. Right, I want you to just pepper these. You should be able to deal with both of them. Just keep shooting at them, bruh. It doesn't matter. Okay, that'll do. Can you follow up? Yes, that's what we want. So if we can get another one. One more, maybe. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to spam. I don't know if I'll be able to do this or not, but we're basically just going to cover our ass. How far can you get it? Oh no! Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, dear. That was very silly. That is not what we wanted to happen. Right, plan B. Nuke from afar. Alright, let's build a bit of a firewall. Okay. Probably not the best turn in the world, but we're still in one piece. Oh shit. Please don't. Please don't. Don't do it. 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 Shoot him. Come on. Shoot him. Oh my god. Oh no. Well, our first mission, and we have lost our first unit. Thank God we've got 9 million soldiers in the barracks. Oh god, I'm so annoyed about that. Gassed myself with a flipping stun grenade and then just got mind controlled straight away. And half my units are on the other side of the map. Not a good plan. I wish there was some way of unbrain sucking a unit, but there isn't, unfortunately. Like, there is literally nothing you can do. And we are in a bit of a pickle here. We've got this guy and this guy on our right, so we're basically flanked and we need to deal with him. This guy's coming up here. There's probably an amphipod around there as well, so we need to regroup a little bit here. And I am almost certain that there will be aliens up there. So let's just try and reposition a bit better. I might have to fall back a little bit. Do I go for it? We need to deal with this guy. He needs to die. Right, that's about as much as you're going to be able to do. You need to get out of there. And that is not good at all. Right. Not good, not good, not good. We are all over the show here. He's probably going to wake up soon. Right, can we cut off these guys to stop them from flanking us? Yes, we can. Excellent, excellent. Right. Who can you see? You can still see him. Just stay there. This is not the best mission I've ever played in my life. You just keep an eye on that direction. And I know that this isn't even the last alien. There's definitely an amphipod, possibly even two, floating around somewhere. God, you are ugly. Civilians just running around. You are not my supervisor. Right, let's have a look up here, because I'm sure there will be some aliens up here. Yep, just as I thought. But we don't actually need to deal with them. We can leave them. They're not a problem. So with that said, let's move you guys around here. Just poke your head around, see what's going on. You guys probably don't have to run away anymore. But I would still like to deal with this guy, please. And the most efficient way for me, I think, is just to grenade him. Maybe not efficient. What the hell? Not efficient, but I mean, we're not gonna miss with a grenade. just hit him once, twice, 3 times a lady. Oh yes, beautiful. Yes, go on. That's the one. That's what we wanted. Boom. Right, so you're... Who can you see? Is this guy still alive? Please do not miss. These guys, they get in melee range, they just tear through you. Right, that's fine. We're okay. Let's end the turn there. So these guys aren't a problem, but there is an arthropod running around somewhere, so we just need to find him. There's probably a few more spitters as well. Okay. Right. Now, I don't want to get too close to these guys because even though they're pretty much harmless, they can spit at us if we get too close. Right. That's not going to work out. Let's just grenade them because rookies cannot shoot. One down. Two down. Brilliant. Bet the arthropod is down here. How many are we talking? 2. And they're panicking. Brilliant. Definitely spamming the grenades on this playthrough. I do not care. Not taking any chances. God, why are rookies so goddamn? Can you stealth a grenade round the corner there? Oh yeah, that'll do. One more? One more for good luck? Oh my god, how did he get it there? Seriously. I bet that's us out of grenades as well. Yep. Right. So you might just have to try your luck. No such joy. Can you get him? I just need one hit. Can you get him? Let's see. Right, now you're going in that direction, not that direction, okay? Oh, it looks good. There we go. Job's a good one. Bit pissed off about that face sucker guy. Yeah, a bit pissed off about the fact that I lost one of my units there. Always stings. But what can you do? What can you do? That's XCOM, baby. Let's pick all of these little crafts up. Wherever that one is, I can't see it anywhere. That's 2. And the last 2 are up here. One of them was a testicle, wasn't it? I hope we got the testicle. Okay. Pick this one up finally. Now I'm pretty sure that we got all of the UFOs down before they could beam any aliens into any other buildings, so I'm hoping that we're not going to have any missions. Well, not hoping, but I think that we're not going to have any missions The one thing that I'm kind of interested in is just keeping the infiltration level low. So we did take a little bit of damage. We have managed to refill all of our guns, or we will do soon. We've still got one unit at the base that can come onto the ship. So we're all good. Still got a full roster, and it's the end of the day, so we'll be able to hire some more people. I'm just doing my thing where I keep saving it over and over again. Right. Actually, that is a really, really good score for the first day. That's a very good score. 4 UFOs shot down. Still got loads of money. Let's see what stuff we can get. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Right, let's start with these guys first. Right, so we can get you with 92. Who do we get rid of? 75. Bye. Right, on here, 98, 94. Oh, these are all good. Right, 1, 2, 3. You're all gone. 1, 2, 3. That is great. 73 is not worth the effort. Okay, and how many of these have we got? Oh, look, right, so here we've got our first android. Definitely going to be picking him up. Ideally, I'd like to pick all of the one. Like, you're pretty good, but your strength is. See, this is the problem with these mutants or hybrids, whatever you want to call them. Like, because he's got low strength, I'm pretty sure that he won't be any use to us. I might just pick him up anyway. Although he does have low health. Right. Let's stick to the plan. Pick everyone else up. Well, I guess we're not picking all of them up, but that will do for now. Let's get these guys to the base. How many did I buy? Let's get them to the base and then we'll figure out what equipment we need to order. So I'm just going to toggle people arriving at the base. And I can't see it. Never mind. So the android obviously can't train. That's not a problem. Everybody else can. We're only training at 76% efficiency because there's not enough room in the training barracks, the training center, whatever it's called. Okay, let's fill this up. You guys are okay? Okay, cool. So, how many dudes need equipment? You need a grenade. You need 2 grenades. 2 grenades. You can have the dead guy's gear. Lucky you. And we must have blown his arm off. His arm... armor? Armor. Right. So we need 1 extra... What piece is that? We need a right armor. Right arm armor. Man, look at that. You have caned your ammo. Actually need to maybe chill out on the grenades a little bit. Gonna run out. And I don't want to have to start leaning into the incendiary grenades. Okay, you're not even in the base yet. Right, you're here. Good android. Who's a good android? Right, so we need 2 lots of armor, 2 medikits, 3 more weapons. I'm going to give you an autocannon because you are top. We'll have 2 machine guns, 1 autocannon. Okay, no we won't. We'll have 3 machine guns and you're going to have to steal somebody else's. Right, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. And 3 medikits. Okay, I've only got 1. That'll have to do for now. And that's all my gear, that's all my troops. I actually wonder, I'm not going to give him, I'm assuming that androids can't bleed, but I feel like maybe the game's not as sophisticated as I think it is in that regards. I'm sure androids probably can bleed, but in any case I'm going to risk it. I'm going to get you that auto cannon though. You can take that because you're a beast. Okay, you on the other hand, you can have the medikit. You have our standard equipment, and you can even have some armor. Look at you. Right, who's the guy I've just stole that gun off? You can have a machine gun. We really need to watch our ammo consumption here. Okay, you can have a machine gun, and you can even have some armor. There you go. Happy birthday. Right, so what else do we need to do? Nothing. We've done all our hiring. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new life for me and you. Let's fast forward. See if we get any missions. When that hover bike is repaired, I'm going to send my... Yeah, they are. Look, these are moving. Are they? I'm going to send all my units down here next time. All of them. Okay. Dimension gate research. Don't actually think that leads to anything. Laser car. Okay, excellent. In fact, we'll do what we did last time. We'll leave one of these here, 2 of these bikes, everything else. Can go down here again. I think that worked quite well last time. Cult of Cyrus are unhappy with us. Good. Don't care. Not going to give you any money. Bye. Right, biotransport module. Brilliant. We're going to get onto that straight away. Let's get churning them out. I'm going to build one for now. We're going to start researching the brain sucker launcher. Yes, we are completing research very fast here. This is great. The structure of the vehicle suggests an organic construction process. The skin is composed of a strong and unusual compound that allows the craft to travel without harm through the dimension gates. This unmanned craft is equipped with an unusual type of beam weapon. Its limited capabilities suggest that it is purely designed to collect information and then return to the alien dimension. Fantastic. Now, we've got our bio transport module, and now we're just going to start churning these out to sell. Let's start with 10 to begin with, and we're going to equip that one on our ship straight away so that we can start collecting aliens. And a day passed with nothing of any note happening except for research, and that's it. Still got a pretty good score. Right, it's a new day. Let's check what staff we've got to hire. So you're no good. 81 might be of use. Not really worth it. Nope. We can't hire any more soldiers because we're still waiting for our living quarters to be built. One more day. Okay, let's go. Time to fight. So where's this one spawning? Where are you at, brah? And I don't care about keeping these around anymore. We've got what we need, so we can just start blowing shit up. I just want all of these UFOs died. Died. Right, there's a second one. You can come down here. Right. You can go for that one. You're right next to it, so you can go for that one. And let's see, you guys go deal with that guy. Let's not started beaming into any buildings yet, have they? That's it. Is that all of them? Is that all of the UFOs? I feel like there should be more than that. Right, let's keep an eye on these. One of them's down. Alien probe. Hovercar 3. Where's Hovercar 3? You. So that means you can now start joining the fight. And let's just make sure that these aren't beaming anything anywhere. We're taking a while to get to these here. Right, there we go. Slums again, bloody hell. We've got it in for the poor folks on this mission, on this game. Oh, there we go. Right, that's definitely not one that we want. That's Megapol. Right, so we want slums and then we want to come down here and do Megapol. Right, everybody. You guys. I want you hyper aggressive, flying high. Alright, now onto this guy. Brilliant. Right, well, I think we'll do that on the next episode. Let's get you to the building. We're gonna save the game. Pre-fight. So yeah, we'll call it a quit. We'll end the episode there. That's been quite a productive little playthrough so far. Quite a productive first couple of days. We've got a really good score. We've kept the aliens' infiltration quite low. We've shot down the 2 types of UFO and recovered them that are available to us thus far. We've got our biomodule set up. We've got massive barracks. And we've got 2 new facilities about to come online, which will mean we can hire and train more squads. And we've just shot down more UFOs. We've got 2 missions lined up that are actually quite important. We've got to clear out the slums, and then we've got to go and save Megapol. Megapol are one of the organisations in the game that you cannot allow to get infiltrated by the aliens, because if they become hostile, my goodness, I mean, there's loads of stuff that you can't buy that you depend on from them, and also their units are patrolling the city, and if they become hostile, they'll start shooting at you, wrecking you basically. So we can't allow that to pass. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and this is a new YouTube channel. I am a new YouTuber. So if you did like the video and you want to support me, I would really appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you know, leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I just a heads up that I will be streaming, well, not streaming, I will be recording other games. I tend to play a lot of the old strategy games and some of the new ones as well, so I'm just going to reel some of them off now real quickly. We'll be playing XCOM Apocalypse, I'll be playing XCOM 2, the new one, probably Long War of the Chosen actually, because I haven't completed that yet and I really want to. I might even do a normal playthrough on the standard campaign on Legendary Iron Man. There's a few old games that I really like playing on the regular, such as Transport Tycoon. I'll probably be playing a bit of that. Roller Coaster Tycoon, Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3, Imperium Galactica 1 and 2, Imperialism 1 and 2. I think that's about it really. But anyway, if those games are things that you're interested in, then definitely subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, thank you very much and peace.